Yes, Scorpio, it's September 2014, Dadici here, as usual, with your monthly synopsis. What's happening in the heavens in terms of the Scorpio sun sign natives. That includes you. Obviously, that's why you're watching this. Not all of you, but I guess most of you. And right now, we do see your ruling planet, your significant ruler, Pluto, moving into this stationary position. I'll start with what's happening in the middle of the month and work back then forward, because I think this is so significant, being your ruler. A stationary planet, if you saw what I was talking about in the introduction, has a lot to do with elimination, power, control. And right now you've had some problems there. You've probably felt a little out of control due to this now passing transit of your other ruler, Mars with Saturn, in your sun sign. And it's very, very, I guess, devitalizing when you have these contrary planets working on you. And now Pluto, in the middle of the month, around the 23rd, moving to what appears to be a grinding halt. That shows the intensity of what's going on in your mind, the way you think. You've definitely changed your system of thinking. The way you're approaching people as a whole is quite different right now. And when I say elimination, I mean that. You're starting to realize that, you're not going to tolerate people that are on the take and only on the take. You need give and take in your life right now, in all of your relationships, your business relationships, your social relationships, your most intimate personal and sexual relationships. Actually, what you found is that most people have been on the take, and that's why you're changing things right now. So that's the general tenor of the horoscope, the position of Pluto and this Mars and Saturn connection. I'm going to move back because Mars moves out of that sun sign of yours into the second house of finance on the 14th. That's following the full moon of the 9th in your 5th house. So what we see here, blending this between the 9th and the 14th or so, is a lovely inflow of creative energies which can help your finances. There's a lot more drive in terms of the way you can earn. If things have been held up in your business, you've been waiting for money and hasn't been forthcoming, now is the time when your ruling planet will make that happen. If people have been holding that up as a result of what I've just said, you're basically not going to mince words now. You're going to call a spade and ask for what you believe you deserve right now. Don't forget, this second sector, apart from ruling finance, has a lot to do with your speech. You can be very sarcastic when you want to be. So when Mars is moving in the second house of speech, in the sign of Sagittarius, God forbid, people do not want to step on your toes in any way, because you will absolutely let them have it. And that sting in the scorpion tail is transferred very, very easily to the caustic tongue. So watch out. Actually, you need to do that, because I think people need to be put in their place during this transit. Otherwise, they're going to step all over you, and that can disadvantage you financially if you're not going to stand up for what you rightfully deserve at this time. Two other aspects. I'm starting earlier and I'm going backwards here. On the 2nd, Mercury moves into the sign of Libra. That's your 12th house. This is a time to refreshen your mind. You've been very active in the past few months. There's an opportunity now for a breather, time out, collect yourself before those dates that I've just mentioned later in the month. And Venus moves into Virgo on the 6th. Virgo is your 11th house of social activity. Virgo is not a good place for Venus. We also see that has to do with your marital partner, your de facto or your spouse, or your significant other. They may not be experiencing a great time just now, so this is an opportunity for you to serve them. That's also shown by Mercury moving into this 12th sector. 12th sector is a house of sacrifice, self-sacrifice, along with this 6th house, which is Pisces. And I want to talk about that too, because we do see the planet Neptune moving in this sector for a long period of time, and we see the sun in the opposite sign right now. So service is the name of the game. You are trying to help people, but you've got to balance that against what I said earlier. You do not want people to take advantage of you. By the same token, you don't want to completely extinguish this element of your nature which is there to help, to serve, to provide a good service to others, so that you firstly grow spiritually but also grow your bank account. Very delicate balance, isn't it? The Sun also moves to this quieter 12th house on the 23rd, so we can see this is a low-key period for you. You need that. This is a time when you're going to refresh in your mental and spiritual energies, and to look within and to see what other resources are available there to bring to bear upon some of the outer circumstances, especially the commercial circumstances that you might find yourself in. We see a nice upliftment there with Mercury moving to your Sun sign on the 28th. That's a nice way to finish the month, and that gives you a little bit more of a spark in terms of your communications. Venus moves into that 12th house. We see a lot of that 12th house energy this month. I'd be saying that on balance, along with some of those forceful financial energies, forceful intellectual energies, forceful and powerful dynamic shifts in the way you deal with people, this is going to be somewhat of a low-key period where you're collecting your energy. That probably is the way you're going to deal with a lot of these people. Just withdraw a little bit. One of the laws of power is that absence does make the heart grow fonder. You can create greater value by making yourself a little bit more scarce, and I think that's going to work perfectly for you this month. Until next month, don't forget to join me at astrology.com.au. We are now transcribing these monthly forecasts, so you can refer to them in textual form. Of course, the daily readings, the yearly readings, we've got a whole segment there on free psychic readings too. Hope you'll check them out. They can also work as an adjunct to what I'm saying here. Take care. See you again next month. Bye-bye.